When I ask who were the most powerful prophets in the Bible, most would say Moses, Elijah, or Elisha, right? What if I told you that our Lord Jesus Christ is the greatest prophet of them all? Well, that's exactly what the Bible is revealing to us in the story of the multiplication of bread and fish, given in all four Gospels. There are some things happening in the text that the Bible is forcing us to draw connections to. This is called remez. To do this, we must ask ourselves some questions. Starting with, was there ever a time in the Bible that bread was multiplied before? Did anyone else in the Old Testament feed bread to God's people in the wilderness? Yes. In the wilderness, Moses fed the Israelites bread from heaven. And what number is directly connected to Moses? This might be a shock to you, but 5. Wow, right? John makes this connection to Moses explicitly evident in John chapter 6. And to our surprise, Elijah also multiplied flour and oil, which happened to be the basic ingredients for unleavened bread. Elisha did even better than Elijah. He multiplied 20 barley loaves to feed 100 people, with some left over. But our Lord Jesus Christ supersedes them all. He multiplies 5 loaves of bread and feeds 5,000 with 12 baskets left over, thus proving that our Lord is a prophet greater than Moses, Elijah, and Elisha. The 5 loaves of bread represent the 5 books of Moses called the Torah, meaning teachings or instructions. And the Torah is seen Hebraically as the bread of life. This idea is found in the last of the 5 books of Moses in Deuteronomy chapter 8, verse 3, and reiterated by the Lord in Matthew chapter 4. We know that man doth not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of the Lord doth man live. Our Lord revealed that he is the bread of life, directly connecting him to the Torah and proving that he is who Moses prophesied that God would raise up in Deuteronomy chapter 18. In view of this symbolism, the feeding of 5,000 represents the Torah going out to the masses. The 12 baskets represent the 12 tribes of Israel, and the leftover fragments remind us of the bread from heaven, which they called manna, in the wilderness. As for the 2 fish, maybe they represent the Jews and the Gentiles, being that the disciples were fishers of men, or maybe some concealed truth. But there is one verse in the Bible that talks about God feeding fish like he fed bread in the wilderness. If you know what verse that is, leave it in the comments. And if you've learned anything, don't forget to click that subscribe button.